was working for a telecoms company in South Africa on a farm, and we were working away on the pole, and I was with my assistant moving from telephone pole to telephone pole, doing some maintenance. And the next thing I heard, I was standing up the ladder and I heard my assistant down below. He screamed and started running, and he jumped in straight into the van. So I looked down to see what was going on, and we saw that an ostrich had actually run up to the base of the telephone pole that I was standing up on, and it had its feathers out, and it was pecking away at the pole and the ladder, hammering the ladder with its beak. So it was a good full 10 or 15 minutes that I was stuck up there and I couldn't get down, and we were trying to figure out how we were going to get out of this situation. So it ended up that my assistant managed to start the van and bang and hoot the hooter and make a whole lot of noises, and we managed to scare off the ostrich just for enough time for me to get down off the ladder. But when I was loading up the ladder on the van, the ostrich came back for more, so I didn't have time to put the ladder on, so we left the ladder down on the ground. I jumped into the van and we drove off. When we were driving off, the ostrich chased the van and it was trying to catch the van, but managed to pull away. So we ended up waiting about an hour or so before we went back around again to pick up our stepladder. And when we went back for the stepladder, I managed to load up the ladder, and as I was loading it up, just tighten the bolts up onto the roof. Got back in the Jeep, and the ostrich came back for us again and chased us. We were obviously in his territory, so I had to report back to my supervisor that it wasn't possible to do any maintenance on that pole on that day.